As you probably know, caves are a very important feature in Minecraft, but for the most part, since the early days of this game, caves have not been touched. For years, they have all had the same bland and boring spawn patterns, and while the random patterns can cause a lot of unique situations for the player, there's a point where it starts to get extremely repetitive. The sad reality is that caves in Minecraft could be so much more, but they just aren't. Other games with mining such as Terraria have vast differences in caves depending on which biome you are in. Not only that, but they include tons of different cave biome specific structures that can have bosses and loot, such as the giant beehive. So what do we get in Minecraft? Well, we got a mossy square with a mob spawner, and a mine shaft with cave spider spawners. And that's about it. So last month, Mojang announced that they were finally updating caves in 1.17. While this is an overdue update, upon hearing this I started to think to myself, what are some good cave biomes I could make, and could I perhaps make a better cave update than Mojang? This is quite the interesting challenge indeed. At the very least, I'm going to show off what this cave update could be. So, let's hop right into it. Little did I know, this whole project was about to become a war declaration on my mental state, which would push me to the very edge and test the limits of my freaking sanity and patience. After going through at least 100 ideas, fighting unforeseen version compatibility issues in my programs, structures and schematics not working like how they're supposed to, and re-rendering the caves in multiple maps at least 500 times over the span of about 40 hours in order to get the mathematically perfectly generated caves, I was able to painstakingly create quality cave biomes that can be added to any Minecraft map as long as it's 1.12 or above. I now present to you the Lerfing Cave Update version 0.1. The Prismarine Caves biome is a very colorful biome that includes tons of coral plants, blocks, and sea lanterns to light the way. You'll be able to recognize the entrance to this biome by the prismarine in water intruding inside naturally generated caves. Iron, gold, and diamond ore generation is greatly reduced while inside these caves. However, it is still possible to find goodies without much hassle if you're lucky. You may find yourself running out of air quite often in this biome, but don't worry, there are plenty of cave pockets you can go in and out of for air. A rare structure that spawns in these caves are magma blocks with some gold ore, fire coral, and a guardian spawner on top of it. You can choose to destroy the spawner or turn it into a guardian farm. This biome spawns between Y levels 30 and 6, which makes this biome a great way to travel between caves in your hunt for diamonds. And finally, a cool little extra feature of this cave biome is that the water will change color depending on what biome you are in. So if you are crossing from a swamp into a river biome, the color will change from murky green to dark blue. This was not intended, but it is very cool nonetheless. The dark stalagmite caves biome is probably the darkest biome you will ever explore in Minecraft. It is generally very hard to see anything except the naturally glowing ceiling, which is made of blackstone spikes, crying obsidian, and tons of gilded blackstone. This cave is infamous for housing giant hordes of monsters due to the vast size and darkness of this biome. Because of this, I highly recommend that you bring lots of torches and a night vision potion if you're looking to loot this cave. If you find yourself overwhelmed by monsters, you can escape by climbing up one of the many twisting vines and place a block to be safe. Just be careful you don't fall or you'll lose a large chunk of your health. This biome looks amazing in the dark and looks even better when you have night vision. You will notice there's tons of dead coral on the ground. I really felt that fit the ominous vibe that this cave gives off. I also quite like the dripping effect the crying obsidian creates. I think the particle effect makes this biome the most aesthetically pleasing cave I have ever seen. The Lush Jungle Depths biome is focused on gathering plants and trees. I decided to borrow the crying obsidian idea from the dark stalagmite caves because I thought they would work well in this setting. You can find all kinds of plants and trees in this biome, however you will not find any ores anywhere. This biome includes every type of wood, leaves, flowers, wither roses, and berry bushes. There likely isn't a plant that you cannot find here. This biome is somewhat open, so a lot of mobs like to spawn on the trees and dirt areas where a lot of the plants are. The crying obsidian near the walls is a safe place as the light it creates prevents mobs from spawning. This biome is very useful if you want to collect obscure plants and materials for your buildings or houses. But for collecting mining materials, this is not the biome for you. The Ender Cave biome is a simple biome that includes chorus trees and blackstone walls lit with end rods. It's very simple yet effective at creating an interesting biome. When the player first steps foot in the Ender Caves, chorus fruit will rapidly grow around them, and within a few seconds, a chorus fruit forest will emerge in front of the player. This biome occasionally has ender ravines that have lots of ores hidden behind the end rods. If you explore the biome enough, you will also find ender ruins that on rare instances have different useful appliances such as ender chests or enchantment tables on top of them. All in all, I think this ender cave biome turned out very nice, and I believe that it should be added to the game. I would not mind that. In fact, I wouldn't mind if all of these were added to the game. I think these are all great concepts that I have come up with, and I believe that Mojang should add it. If you agree with me, leave a like, subscribe, and share this video across the web to send a message to Mojang that we want this cave update to be no less than amazing. If this video gets 200 likes, I will release a map with all these caves in it so that you can try it for yourself. And on top of that, I will be making a part 2 showcasing some of the more crazier cave biomes I came up with that are absolutely game breaking and cause glitches in Minecraft that you probably have not seen before. I also own a very unique survival RPG server that's in beta testing right now called the Outer Realms. The IP to the server and the Discord are in the description below if you want to come experience something different. Finally, I want to thank everyone for supporting me recently. I asked for 20 likes on the last video and ended up getting over 1,000, so I'll be making that tutorial of how to effectively render 3D objects into Minecraft blocks for you guys. Thank you all for watching. This is Lerfing, over and out.